Hey guys, this week's video is on testosterone. So what I'm going to talk about in today's video is my personal experience with testosterone, how to acquire testosterone, and also the dangers that are associated in that realm with the hormone replacement therapy. That way you guys can get a really well-rounded personal opinion, I guess, on starting hormones. So I've been on testosterone for 9 weeks now. I started taking testosterone May 16th, 2017, and it is now July 17th, 2017. I'm only slightly over 2 months, so not a lot has happened. My voice has dropped a bit. I've got hair growing in, a little weak facial hair. I've lost some inches, but I've gained some weight, and I've had some crazy acne, which I've been aggressively combating, so that's why you probably can't see it. I've been really keeping up on it. But some changes that tend to happen on testosterone are bottom growth, which can be an uncomfortable topic for a lot of people. Don't worry, I was embarrassed and it felt weird, but it's a totally normal thing that happens with testosterone. Facial hair, acne, voice changes, fat redistribution, muscle mass gain. You might lose a little bit of hair up here. You'll get that hairline that guys have. You might have hair growth everywhere else. Like, for example, my leg hair was very inconsistent and patchy, but now it's pretty consistent. And in fact, the wind blows through it and it freaks me out because I think there's a bug on my legs. Nope, just my leg hair. But those are generally the majority of the changes, and then some of them are more individualized, but for the most part, you'll be leaning towards more masculine bodily functions and tendencies. So every process to starting testosterone is different. Generally, you go to a doctor to get prescribed it. Some places have, especially if you're under 18, some places have some requirements, such as going to a gender therapist for a specified length of time, usually 6 months to a year. You usually have to have blood work done. You have to have a doctor who's willing to prescribe it. Not a lot of doctors, general practitioners, are well versed in trans people and their needs. So some doctors are really sketchy to give it out, and they might require you to go find another doctor. And then obviously there's other requirements involving insurance. Some people have to jump hoops with insurance. So if you want to start testosterone, it's always good to figure out what is covered on your plan and what's not. And once you go through those other things that I talked about just a minute ago, you want to see what costs are, because those vary between every case. My process was, I went in, I talked to a doctor, and she figured out, she gave me, I guess, a standard dose. Mine is 50 milligrams of testosterone once a week. And my appointment is on the 3rd month, which will be in August. So I'm going to have some blood work done, make sure that my T levels are up to snuff, and whether we need to stay, need to decrease, or need to increase. So that'll happen in August. So far, everything's been good, so I think that everything will go according to schedule. But that's generally the process. However, if you do not have a Planned Parenthood, or you do not live in the state of Illinois where you can go to Chicago, that is something that you'll need to figure out on your own time. There's also forums available to figure out where the best place to go is. Now, there are some dangers that come with testosterone or wanting to take testosterone. Testosterone can be a little rough on your liver. For the most part, people are okay, but you want to take the best care of yourself as you can to make sure that your liver is working pretty good. It also causes an increase in high cholesterol and lower levels of good cholesterol. So you want to make sure that you're eating a healthy diet and basically just taking care of yourself. Unfortunately, there are things that people do when they cannot get on testosterone in the amount of time that they want to, or they're just not able to. Some of these things are illegally obtaining your testosterone on eBay, Amazon, or any other selling site. This stuff is not necessarily good for you. You don't know your dose if you're not a trained medical professional. and you might run into some problems, and the stuff might be contaminated or not deemed suitable for use. So you're really putting yourself in serious risk by doing that. If it is found out that you're using illegally obtained prescriptions, it can ruin your chances of actually getting on T in the future. Another thing that people tend to use is testosterone supplements. These things are made for cis men, and it's not even exactly good for them either. This stuff can trash your liver. It's expensive and it's not worth it, because if your liver gets trashed, you can be exempt from using testosterone in the future. So if you really want to transition and you want to really use testosterone, I know it sucks to wait, but better safe than sorry. I honestly never thought that I would get to be on testosterone, ever. And then I found out that Planned Parenthood does informed consent, and it was great. And I'm so glad that I waited, because I almost did resort to using testosterone supplements. And I could have ruined any chance of starting T, and that would have broken my heart. Like, I wouldn't even want to be here, to be honest. So please, guys, if you cannot get a hold of testosterone right now, wait. Do not do T supplements. They don't do anything, and do not illegally obtain it off of websites, because it could really hurt you. Okay, guys, so that was my extended monologue on testosterone and everything in that realm. As you know, I just want you guys to stay safe, take care of yourself, and do your research. Hopefully these videos help you discover what you want to do with your transition, because remember, you don't need to medically transition to be trans. And you define who you are, and you define what you want to be. So regardless of whether you want to do testosterone or you don't, that's up to you. But we're just here to help you come to a point where you can make an informed decision for yourself. On that note, this is the end of the video. So I will see you next week. Until then, you guys have a great day and stay awesome. I'll see you guys later. Bye.